Defense in front of Jacques Plante, who started to wear his mask the following season. Two Hall of Famers, Doug Harvey and Tom Johnson. Bob Turner and Jean-Guy Talbot, who played on 7 Stanley Cup winners. The other 2 regulars. You'll see Albert Jr. Langlois late in the game when Bob Turner is injured. Here's a look at the Montreal forwards. We don't see Billy Hickey much in this game, nor do we see much of Donnie Marshall except in the penalty-killing role. But the pocket rocket is there, and Maurice Richard starts the game. He's coming off an injured groin, and the rest of the Montreal team, of course, led by Geoffrion and Moore up front on right and left wings, respectively.
Montreal won the Vezina by a ton. The second-best defense in the league that year was Toronto's. Alan Stanley, Tim Horton, Bob Bond, Carl Brewer, and Mark Riome was influenced by Don Cherry in the minors, so he won't get on a lot in this game, but he was a pivotal part of Toronto's success that season. And up front, the beginning of a team that would win 3 consecutive Stanley Cups in the early 60s. Creighton in with Armstrong and Dickie Duff. Bert Olmsted, number 16. He'd come from Montreal. They said he had wonky knees, so he was happy to go to the Leafs and performed admirably there. Bob Pulford scored a huge goal actually against the Rangers that led them into the playoffs, maybe the biggest of his career. Brian Cullen, Barry Cullen, and Billy Harris, number 15, among the keys there. One snag in our otherwise perfect night. The first 7 seconds of the tape were destroyed, so we'll pick it up 8 seconds in with Bill Hewitt providing the play-by-play at the Gardens.
Moore is bumped by Olmsted. Johnson comes back, overskated the puck, and Poker tips the puck into the Montreal zone, and Johnson's back for it. Johnson is knocked down by Pulford. And Stewart ran into the Canadian player, but Moore comes back with Henri Richard. Hooked to Moore. Too far, he goes after it. Knocked into the boards. There's going to be a penalty handed out. Stop of the Leafs. The Leafs all of a sudden started to throw their weight around, and as a result, they've walked into the first penalty, a deserved one, and it's going to go to Dickie Duff for the Leafs in a minute and approximately 32 seconds. The Leafs apparently are going to try and use the body to effect. There's Duff going into the penalty box now, and it's 2-minute penalty as shown by the penalty clock. So the face-off in the Maple Leaf zone, and the Leafs will play a man short.
2 minutes for Harvey, 9-1-32.
On the face-off, the puck is in the Maple Leaf zone. Stanley, number 26, flips the puck down the ice. And number 5, going back quickly, is Geoffrion, pointing to the opposite corner. Geoffrion is knocked down. Geoffrion still fighting for the puck. The Leafs block it. Armstrong is checked. Maurice Richard to Moore with Henri Richard. He's over the line. He's going in the shot. And a great save by Bauer on that quick drive. The puck is cleared down the ice. Harvey, number 2. And back of the net with the puck. The Montreal Canadiens in the white uniforms. The Leafs in the dark. Harvey leads the attack. Gets it over to Geoffrion. Geoffrion shoots. Oh, and that just missed the corner by a fraction. Back goes Horton of the Leafs at center, but he was checked. Puck comes over on this wing, and Stanley of the Leafs gets a hold of it and shoots it down the ice. And back go the Canadiens. Boer crisscrosses as he goes into the corner. Henri Richard on his left, Maurice Richard at center on the right. Pass to Henri Richard, failed to click. Now then Harvey waits. A pass over to Geoffrion, over, and Stewart breaks it up for the Leafs, carrying it down the ice. Harvey back for it again. Canadians changing on the go at the bench. Stewart of the Leafs broke it up. Plante comes out of his net, shoots the puck off to the corner, and there's 30 seconds left in the penalty to Duff as Geoffrion to Henri Richard. He's bumped. Puck goes to the corner, and Horton of the Leafs, number 7, being watched by Geoffrion. Horton still has it. He was hit over the head. The puck comes to the corner, right in front of the net, and shot. And that's why Horton is cut. The puck is still in the Leaf zone. McDonald trying to come out in front. Bauer stopped them. They try to roll in front of the net. They call the play, and there will be a face-off.
The crowd are yelling because Horton was clipped on the head. He's going over to the Maple Leaf dressing room, you see, with his head down.
Harris will take the face-off against Provo. Eamon has it for the Maple Leafs. A drop pass to Mahovlich. Mahovlich Gets away from Goyette, up to center, up to the Canadian line, ran into Talbot. The puck goes behind the Canadian goal and comes out on the wing. A pass out at center ice, stopped by Vaughn of the Leafs, number 21 to Eman. Ran into Talbot. Talbot covers the Leaf player. There's going to be a penalty. There's the next penalty, and it's going to go to Talbot. So that evens the penalties now, with Montreal Canadiens being a man short for the next 2 minutes. Time of the penalty is just about 4 minutes. Talbot in the box now, number 17. And it's a 2-minute penalty, as the penalty clock indicates. Face-off will be in the Montreal Canadiens zone to the left. There's no score.
2 minutes for holding. Time 3:59.
3:59 is the holding penalty. Gus was for high sticking. Face-off in the Montreal zone. From the draw, Olmsted gets it back to Eman. Shoots it behind the net. Olmsted to Mahavlich. Mahavlich back to Armstrong. Armstrong's shot was deflected. Olmsted has it. Olmsted trying to pass it out in front. It comes back to Armstrong. A shot. That's wide. Mahavlich trying to get loose. It comes back to Brewer. Brewer shoots wide. Back to Armstrong of the Leafs. Makes the shot. Goes in with another drive. That was wide. Back to Brewer. Brewer. A flip pass to Olmsted. Olmsted comes from the side. Chased back by the Canadians. Still has it. Pass it right in front. Back to Armstrong. She shoots. Oh, that was wide. Mahavlich goes after it. And they pile up against the boards and hold it there. Well, there was a lot of excitement there. The Leafs kept the pressure on the Montreal Canadiens there with the Canadian team a man short. Canadians couldn't get the puck out of their own zone, and Leafs had that puck zinging around, but not very accurate in their shooting. So that while Plante was doing some fast moving from post to post, he wasn't called upon to make very many saves. Here the Rooters really going to town now. On the face-off, Olmsted passed it and it hit a leg and went back out to center ice. It's Armstrong of the Leafs back to Brewer. Brewer to Armstrong. Armstrong up on the right wing. A pass to Olmsted. Shoots the puck into the Montreal zone. Plante leaves it for Johnson. Johnson clears it down the ice. And Brewer skates back, number 18, as Bauer comes out of the net to leave it for him. Brewer leaves it for Armstrong. Armstrong of the Leafs at center, up over the Montreal line with Olmsted. Olmsted gets away from a check. Is bottled up, and Turner shoots the puck down the ice. Bauer out of his net. Passes it into the corner to Armstrong. And Armstrong rolls it on a quick pass to Mahavlich. Mahavlich, a roll pass to Olmsted. That's deflected back to center. And the Leafs come back. Olmsted coming in on the wing. Shoots. Stopped by Johnson. Johnson of the Canadiens. Rolled it around on the board. Comes back to Armstrong. Armstrong of the Leafs shoots. Deflected wide. Puck goes behind the net. Harvey is knocked down by Eman. There's going to be a penalty to the Maple Leaf player for grabbing Harvey. So, too, was the time as Fulford of the Leafs tried to get set. Failed to. The Canadians are at full strength, and Henri Richard coming up to center. There's no score in the hockey game, as Henri Richard failed to get over the line. Geoffrion now at center for Canadians. A long shot. Rebounds over to the board. Vaughn of the Leafs gets by Bonin. The puck is stopped. Bonin has it. Back to Moore. Moore shot. Back to Geoffrion. He shoots. Oh, hit the post. That shot hit the post. And it was cleared down the ice as Geoffrion let fly with a perfect shot. And it hits the post and bounced out to the side. Canadians organize their rush again. Johnson ahead of to Bonin on the left wing with Henri Richard over the line. Henri Richard, a drop pass to Johnson. Back to Geoffrion. Geoffrion closes and he shoots. Oh, and Bauer made a great save on Geoffrion. Geoffrion's really pumping them in there with great gusto. He's let 2 shots go, and one of them hit the goalpost. That second one was directly at Bauer. But the Montreal Canadian power play looks to be really rolling at this stage after a slow start on their first opportunity. On the face-off, the Maple Leafs playing a man short with Fulford being watched by Moore. The puck came to Stewart of the Leafs. He failed to get it out. Henri Richard back to Johnson. Back to Jeffriano. There's the shot. Right on. Bauer made the save and covers up by sprawling in front of that shot.
The Canadians are pretty to watch the way they get that puck zigging around inside the blue line. And that time, 4 players touched the puck till it finally was shot at Bauer, who's the very busy man at this stage of the game. Stanley, who's been a standout for the Leafs on the defense, is getting relief. And Creighton comes out along with Fulford. And Stewart is now going to the bench for relief.
We played 7 minutes and 11 seconds as Jeffrion shot hit Bond. The Canadians keep that puck in. Bonin trying to center it. Gives it to Henri Richard. Into the corner. A dump pass in front. Intercepted. And Brewer goes down at center ice for the Maple Leafs with Fulford. A pass back to Creighton. Over to Fulford. Fulford goes over the line. Bumps into Jeffrion. And Moore, number 12, has it. Moore leading a 3-man rush with Bonin on his left, Henri Richard on the right. Moore, a drop pass to Jeffrion, who came up quickly. Jeffrion right in front of the net. And the pass went into the corner. The Leafs trying to get it out. Moore failed to keep it in, and it's Creighton up at center for the Leafs. Took a shot from long range, dumps it back, and Moore has it. Moore of the Canadiens, a long shot. Bauer stopped that. Now it's Brewer of the Maple Leafs. A pass to Creighton. Ahead to Duff. They're over the line. Back to Armstrong. He shoots. And he's shot wide. Armstrong of the Leafs failed to get anywhere as the Canadians come back. Moore overskating the puck. Henri Richard to center. Henri Richard lost it. And the Canadians pick it up by clearing it in over the line. Tonabo is out there now with Provo and Goyette. Armstrong of the Leafs to Creighton, number 24. A pass intended for Duff. Duff gets it. Duff rolled it in front. There wasn't anybody there, and the Canadians take it. Provo to Goyette. Too far. Bond of the Leafs shoots it back. Regan's on the ice for the Maple Leafs, playing at center with Duff and Armstrong. A long pass to Provo, number 14, to Goyette, number 20. Over the line, and Rayom is on the defense for the Leafs. Clears the puck out. He's number 2. Canadians come back. Turner clearing it in, and the Leafs are back for it. There's no score in this first period at the 9:20 mark. As Armstrong of the Leafs to center. A pass intended for Duff, failed to click. And the Canadians start right back again. Tonabo up to center, up to the Leaf line. On the left side, shot the puck around behind the net. And Regan of the Leafs gets it. Regan is bumped. Pass came out in front. Goyette failed to get his shot. Harvey took a drive. Rayom knocked it down. Stanley ahead to Regan to Armstrong. And he failed to get away. The Canadians try to get away at center ice. Goyette shot by Armstrong of the Leafs. Then Turner of Montreal, number 11, gets it. He lost it to Eamon, to Regan. Back to Mahavlich, to Eamon, and that failed to click. Regan is being replaced by Harris. As Montreal, Harvey leads the rush. Provo, the shot was wide. And it's Eamon. Out to Harris. Harris down the right wing with Mahavlich. Going in on goal, a shot. And that was off to the side. And the Canadians get a break. Goyette coming out with Pronovo. The pass was too far. Eamon to Harris. Harris at center. Over the line. They're closing right in on goal. And it was offside as Mahavlich went in and advanced to the puck carrier.
I thought you said there would be no commercials in this game.
In 59, no. Switch it to 95, yes. The times changed. Sorry, folks, if I misled you, but that's what it was like then.
25,000 phone calls the last 2 weeks voting for the games. And, of course, tonight we're watching April 14, 1959, a Hockey Night Classic, Game 3 of the Stanley Cup, with Montreal leading the series 2-0. Tell us about Hector and George.
Well, you know, they really dominated things. When you consider that from 1956 to 1968, 13 seasons, either Toe Blake or Punch Imlach was the Stanley Cup winning coach in all but one of those years when Rudy Pillis with Chicago won it in 1961. Too bad in the age of television that they weren't around. They just put on a show. I used to say they were a better show than the players were at times, for the newspaper men especially. Always pulling tricks on each other. I used to be the official scorer at the Forum. I remember he went to the relief room one night, and here was Punch, and he starts 5 defensemen. You know, and Blake looks at it. What do you think he's trying to prove tonight? And on it went, which had started back in the Quebec Senior League days when Punch was coaching in Quebec and Toe was coaching in Valley Field. Mimlach was a little different than Toe in that he was also the general manager. Mr. Frank Selke Sr. was the general manager in Montreal. But they were two very dominant personalities, and they ruled the roost within their teams, certainly.
And they make you wish for Stetson's hats, something to come back. They look so crisp behind the bench. More of them, and of course the action as we return to the first period. The Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens scoreless.
Well, the Leafs are making a change of players now, with Olmsted coming out with Stewart and Tolford, and Horton has returned to the ice after being patched up on that injury that he received early in the first period.
We played 11 minutes and 25 seconds of the first period, and there's no score between the Toronto Maple Leafs and Montreal Canadiens, with Tolford coming down with Stewart. Tolford took his shot. Olmsted another try. That comes back to Horton, and his drive was wide. Horton another shot, and the puck is in the corner, and the Canadiens take over. Talbot, a quick pass to Backstrom. Backstrom failed to reach it. It rolls out to Talbot. Talbot with McDonald, and Geoffrion takes the pass over the line. Geoffrion took a swipe at it, but missed it. Tolford, number 20 of the Leafs. His stop by McDonald. He rolled it right in front, and Geoffrion just failed to get to it. Olmsted to Stewart. Stewart, number 12, over the line. Talbot gets a piece of him. Stewart trying to center it. He's jammed against the boards with Talbot, Stewart, and McDonald of the Canadiens.
Geoffrion has been outstanding for the Montreal Canadiens so far in this first period. He's had some real driving shots on the net and has been great going both ways. He's been a real power out there. The Maple Leafs have had chances, but their shooting has been very erratic, being hurried by Canadians closing in on them.
It's Moore to center ice with Bonin. Bonin takes the pass, a straight save by